Jill and I are just heading to the gym. For the longest time, we were just like suffering and running outside in the cold and the snow. And then it got to like below 20 degrees and we're like, no, it's time to find a gym. And luckily there's one around the corner. So for the last month, we have been going to the gym. So let's go. It's very nice right now. Beautiful morning. Jill and I are heading back to New Haven today. Jill wants a Yale sweatshirt, so we're gonna go get that. And then I think we're gonna walk around campus because it's stunning. It's like Harry Potter. I love it. And then we're going to go get some drinks and just kind of see some more of New Haven. We have not really done much in Connecticut. I think it's the weather. I'm not a snow person, not a cold weather gal. Don't really like it. So we haven't done a whole lot and we're gonna be leaving Connecticut in a couple weeks. No, we don't know where we're going yet and you'll be the first to know. But let's go. This is the outfit. Sneak peek.
I'm not gonna be forgetting.
Maybe like one more.
Yeah, quite the same thing. Quite. Yeah.
Hello vlog. We are making baked chicken tacos today. It's officially February. I don't know where the time has gone. This is the first day I've done my makeup or had a drink actually since Christmas. Accidentally did a sober January. So right now we are prepping our chicken with our spices. We're cutting up some bell peppers and jalapenos. That's where we're at. So we are only technically a couple weeks out from our time here in Connecticut, and we don't know where we're going next yet. Jill, are you talking to anyone?
I'm waiting for my compact license.
When we were back in North Dakota, she got all her paperwork in for her compact license, which means she can go to just like a bunch of states to work versus one at a time. And she should be hearing back about that soon. So then we will. What did you say?
That's what we're waiting on.
That's what we're waiting on. So then we'll know where we're gonna go or like what areas we're heading to next. But it's gonna be a game time decision. Look at that technique. We are now just gonna add the sauce and some cheese. How are you gonna do that?
Do you wanna, should I spoon it?
Yeah.
Seems like a lot, right?
Gordita. Ooh.
Like that?
Yeah.
And you know, I did not follow the recipe on this.
Is anyone surprised?
I went rogue.
You know we like them cheesy. Hi vlog. I guess we owe you a little bit of an update. Jill and I are currently in this little Airbnb for a week. We originally were gonna leave Connecticut and then head to our next location, but we had not figured out what the next location was yet, so we decided to extend for a couple of weeks. So we moved into this Airbnb for 1 week, and then we still have 2 more weeks. So we're moving back to our previous location for the last 2 weeks soon. But so it's a little bit back and forth. Poor planning on our part, to be completely honest. Also, today is Jill and I's birthday. We have no plans today. We're gonna do some FaceTime with the family and just have a little happy hour over FaceTime, and then we'll probably celebrate later the week. But we're just keeping it casual today. And yeah. As of now, it looks like we're going to Charleston, which I'm so excited about. Charleston, originally Boston was our number one. We were like thinking maybe Boston was going to be the permanent move. And after we lived in Boston, we were like, no, not it. And so now we're kind of thinking maybe Charleston is the vibe. So I'm hoping we like it while we're there. We'll see, but it's going to be warm weather. So sick of the snow. It's so freaking boring. So we're excited to get out of here. 2 weeks. And then we're gone. Also, happy birthday to us.
Madam, process. Here we go.
Unless you do, you know, one going back through Fargo might
Yeah.
be okay.
But would we be able to drive back to Fargo?
That's why I'm thinking timing wise. I'll let you know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at the weather and see. And then.
Okay. Our fate. I feel like I shouldn't draw since I made them. I'm nervous.
It's okay. I can.
If it's a bad one, it's your fault.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Okay. How are we ready? Yeah. 1, 2. Oh, we're going to Moab! Woo!
Oh my gosh, I feel bad about that.
What? No, I'm really excited.
I've been talking about going there for like years.
Going to
Jenny.
Moab.
I'm excited.
If you want to redraw, I won't say.
No,
we're going
Hold
to
on,
Moab.
I'm going to screen it.
You want to smile? Yay.
It's funny.
Okay, now we gotta pick a
Was I
time.
smiling?
Yeah. When do we go?
Yeah.
Heading to the gym again. I feel like that is all I've done the last 2 months is work and workout. It occurred to me to share my workout and some of the things that I do that works for me. I always start with a 4 or 5 mile run. Usually I'll do 4 miles, just normal, and then I'll do half mile to a mile uphill. And then I go and do lifting, usually free weights. And I try to train by body section. So yesterday I trained back and glutes. Today I'm gonna do triceps and quads. It doesn't always happen that way. It's just sort of what I try to do. And then I always do an ab routine. I know some people don't focus on ab routines. I always have. I think I've always been a little blessed at part genetics, but I've always never miss an ab routine either. I try to think about it in terms of 1,000 reps. So whatever you choose for your ab routine, do 1,000 reps of your workout. I know it sounds daunting, but the reality is it's 10 minutes of your day. Also, I think people forget to train your back when you are working on your ab routine also, because Everything is connected, so if you're training your back, it's gonna tighten your abs as well. I know everyone is different, but that's just kind of what works for my body. I've done tons of different workouts, and I spent 10 years training boxing, and I trained jiu-jitsu, all kinds of other workouts. This is just like what works for me. I know not everyone has all the time in the world to get a workout in. Usually my plan when I don't feel like working out is I will just tell myself to go walk for a mile, go run for a mile. And by the time I'm into the mile, I'm in the mindset of working out again. So I end up doing the full workout. You kind of just have to trick yourself. Sometimes I've actually even woken up and put my gym clothes on right away so that I'm already in the mindset. I don't let myself skip. If you just like trick your brain that way, you put yourself in the mindset of getting a workout in even on days that you don't really feel like doing it. So let's go. It's cold. Last night in Connecticut. I'm actually just so excited to leave. I am not sure Connecticut is for me. It's mostly just like the winter. I have no doubt that Connecticut is beautiful in the summer, but didn't see any of it. So we are heading to Charleston this weekend and I'm so excited. So Jill and I tonight are just gonna go out to dinner and have a few drinks in the neighborhood that we're living in, because we haven't done that yet. And we try to do this every time we leave a new place, is go to like a goodbye dinner. So that is happening tonight. Earlier this week, you saw Jill go to North Dakota. That was a whole thing. We told you before she got her compact license, which for travel nursing, if you have a compact license, you don't have to get individual state licenses. So I think you can travel to like 40 some different states if you have the compact license. And if you don't, then you have to get individual licenses per state. And it gets to be a lot with the fees and different paperwork and all that. So she finally got her compact license, but what her recruiter didn't tell her that you also need proof of address. And since we've been traveling, we don't have a permanent address. We recently switched it to our parents' address in North Dakota. So for a proof of address, you either use your driver's license or a state ID, which she doesn't have North Dakota, either of those. And if you don't have those, you can use your voter registration. But fun fact, North Dakota doesn't have voter registration. So the only solution was for her to go all the way to North Dakota and get an ID. So that was fun for her. So tonight we're gonna go out and have some drinks. This is the outfit. Jill! Oh, Jill! You want to come do a See You Never Connecticut cheers? Okay. Okay.
See You Never Connecticut cheers. Yeah.
Okay. See You Never Connecticut. Cheers. Charleston. We'll cheers to Charleston. That's nicer. Jill, do you have anything to say about your trip to North Dakota?
It was fast. I was tired.
She's a woman of many words.
There's not a lot to say. You know?
I'm actually impressed that she took as much content as she did because, you know, that's not her. All right, next time you see us, we will be in South Carolina.